Today is an interesting day. I cannot wait to share it with you guys. Let's go. Hello everyone, how are you doing? I hope you're doing fantastic today. And if you are new here, welcome. My name is Andrew. I like to share things about photography, filmmaking, and music. Those are my three passions in life. My hobbies basically. I'm recording today using the back camera of Vivo X200 Pro in the filter case, using the a quarter black mist filter. It weighs around 18 grams, as you can see, smooth, and also using the tracker. So sometimes you'll see me doing the hand signal to start and stop because sometimes it stops, so I turn it on again by accidentally. Sometimes I stop it with my hand gestures. I made this video because there's a comment, very interesting comment, and thank you for the comments. I really appreciate it. Basically from a guy or girl, I don't know, but from a viewer who has bought this setup, same setup, Vivo X200 Pro and the DJI Osmo Mobile 7, and he or she has been having not so good experience with it. So, and that got me curious, especially because he was using the DJI Mimo. For myself, when I was looking for a gimbal, there are a few things that I'm looking for. Number one is, can this gimbal allow me to use the native app of Vivo X200 Pro, for example, to do the tracking, things like that, or does it have to use the gimbal application or software? I kind of stay away from those who force me to use the gimbal application or software, because I want to take advantage of I want to explore the Vivo X200 Pro video capabilities with the 10-bit lock recording especially. Why? Because I find it very interesting, because with the iPhones, and I tried on the iPhone store nearby, you have to use an external SSD or SD card in order to record 10-bit or ProRes lock basically. So that's a kind of bummer for me. That's why I still don't want to jump into iPhone back again, you know. And when Vivo X200 Pro announced the 10-bit lock recording internally, I jump on it immediately. I think it's and I'm gonna share this experience later on. Okay, I've prepared some footages. I'll maybe do 1-minute short movies, and it's coming up in the later. So stay tuned. Okay, subscribe if you haven't, and if you're interested in this kind of thing, let's explore it together. You know, I want to learn too. Second thing that I'm looking for is the ability for me to do focus pull. I think for my videos I seldom use autofocus because it can go wild sometimes, you know, like it can just go crazy, you know, and I want to be in control of the focus because I know what I have in mind, right, where I want to focus and things like that. So I'm looking for something like this in the smartphone. This is the small rig focus pull, and this is for my cine lenses. So, and the two gimbals that I looked at before this is I've looked at all the other gimbals, but the two that I looked at particularly are the Hohem iSteady M6, which is the last year's model, and the Hohem iSteady M7, which is the current year's model, the new one. Both can handle 400 grams and 500 grams respectively, and so it shouldn't be any problem with the Vivo X200 Pro, which is kind of top heavy and stuff like that. But it costs twice as much and slightly bigger. It's not much bigger, but slightly bigger. But it looks very formal. It looks very pro to me. This one I can just toss it in the bag. It's small, compact, and this one is a very quick setup. I don't have to balance it like the Hohems. I have to do some balancing before I can use it, but this one is just snap it on and go. So I'm looking for that. And the third one is that I want to see if this gimbal Vivo X200 Pro setup can answer my needs. My needs are like making this kind of YouTube videos, tabletop, or wait, it goes up again. I think it sleeps if you don't move around. I think it sleeps, which is maybe to conserve the power. I don't know, to conserve the battery. So I'm looking for something like that, something for tabletop, because I don't have a crew. I work still on my own, and I'm not sponsored by Vivo or DJI. I don't know them, and they don't know me, and I'd like to keep it that way. I think so I can give true and honest sharing from my experience using all these gadgets. I think that's pretty much the features that I'm looking for my needs, at least. I don't do there's a dolly move feature in the DJI Mimo app, and also the Inception, but those things I think I seldom use it. I mean, they are good techniques in cinematography, but if you have to use, you don't use it every day, or you don't use it every time. Once in a while, to emphasize a feeling or a moment or something. The dolly move is where you move the camera, but at the same time you zoom out or zoom in, depending on which directions. And the Inception mode is where you turning around, right? I think you know what I'm talking about. You can. I'll leave the link to some videos describing those two cinematic move. It's good to have, but I don't really use it. Besides that, you can do it manually. I mean, as long as there is focus pull and you can turn it around, right? You can turn the what do you call it, the pan or tilt, whatever. So it's not a big issue for me. But the main thing is that I just need an external tracker, and also and I like this one. I prefer this to the Hohem ones, because the DJI mic, I can basically just connect this DJI mic mini to the AI tracker, because it serves also as a receiver, which is nice. With the Hohem ones, you have to sort of put the receiver on top of the gimbal. Just another thing to fiddle with. He can handle it. There's no problem. The Hohem ones are also excellent solutions. I think there's no debate about it. He will take Vivo X200 Pro like a champ. He will eat it for breakfast, so to speak. It's easy. But I'm challenging myself to see so I'm doing this series of tests to see if this setup, this more compact setup of DJI Osmo Mobile 7 and Vivo X200 Pro can work. I'm really hoping and praying that it can. Having said that, when I look at the comments, I think it's very interesting for me, and I really appreciate him or her for pointing it out. So I charged my gimbal. So I have something in mind to do some tests to see how it handles the Vivo X200 Pro. So I charged my gimbal and my phone. So I went downstairs, and as a good citizen, I did my research and to see what features are missing from the iPhone on the Android. And lo and behold, I don't know if the gimbal gods, if there's any, or DJI God is being kind to me and to all of us users of Vivo X200 Pro. because the first video that came up was an advertisement from yours truly, DJI. So I figured, well, it's only a minute or two. I just play it, while waiting for my phone and gimbals to charge. And I was looking at the phone that that was used on the video. It looks familiar to me. Like, that's strange. It's familiar. It's a big camera bomb. I was thinking it's probably the what do you call it, Xiaomi, because it also has share the same form factor. But then as I looked again, as I watched it further, guys, it is Vivo X200 Pro. Thank you, DJI. Thank you. Because before I got this gimbal, I watched a lot of reviews, right? Like, I got this gimbal maybe the same time as you guys did, because I'm not sponsored. This video is not sponsored, like I said. So as soon as it launches, I just go and grab it, right? And all the reviewers out there that I see that I saw using the DJI Osmo Mobile 7, almost 99% of them were using iPhones. I was bummed, like, why nobody use Vivo X200 Pro? I want that answer, I want to see if it can handle this notorious this anti-gimbal smartphone, so to speak. It's anti-gimbal, because no gimbal can handle it, well, except for the Hohem, but all other gimbals maybe they just give up. So I was watching that. Oh, man. There is hope, guys. There is hope. I mean, a big company as DJI, as big as they are, I don't think they anyhow put the videos without without any message, in my opinion. Well, just take it with a grain of salt. I did. But the fact that they were using the Vivo X200 Pro on the DJI Osmo Mobile 7, I think it's telling something to us. That means I think DJI is saying, look, our DJI Osmo Mobile 7 can handle Vivo X200 Pro. I was a bit, to be honest, skeptic and with all this thing, right? And he was running around. I think the guy was running around, and the lady was, filming with the selfie stick. And thank you, DJI. Thank you so much. That was a very strong and clear message for me, at least. We have hope with the DJI Osmo Mobile 7 and the Vivo X200 Pro. So stay tuned. So I think, as my prediction before, I think a lot of the issues that we are encountering now is probably due to firmware issues, hopefully, and I hope DJI will fix them with the firmware updates. I think, as they normally do, until to certain points when they're coming up with a new gimbal, then you have to buy a new product. Then they stop updating the firmware, and you have to basically get the message that you go get the new DJI. But I'm so happy. I'm so excited now again. Thank you, DJI. I'm still using DJI Osmo Action. This is the first Osmo Action. It still works. As you can see, I don't need the latest and greatest thing, and it still works for me. 4K, 1080p still works. And I also have the DJI Mini 3 Pro that I use for my work. I like this one because you can do vertical videos like easily. And I didn't get the DJI Mini 4 Pro because this one still works for me, so I don't need that. I don't need the latest one. So back to the results. So I went out and I tested with my good neighbor, my best friend, and here he is. His name is Bram. I leave the link to his channel. Go check him out. Give him some love. And he's a very great guy to me and to our family. So yeah, we tested out, and I tested the time-lapse mode, moving from left to right, and I think I have a mixed results. I had mixed results. The first few were kind of shaky. I don't know what it was doing, like zoom in, zoom out, and it wasn't that smooth. But I tried again and I calibrated it, and I think the results were pretty good. And the second time around, and as you can see, I'll leave it at the end of the videos, so you can see it. You can see them. So yeah, I haven't made up my conclusion just yet for now, because I'm still doing a series of tests. So subscribe if you are interested in this combination too. All the usual stuff, notification bell, so when the new video pops up, you'll be notified. But the fact that DJI put out that video with X200 Pro, and it was on a case too. I think it was on a filter case too. So I don't know which filter case they use. I'm gonna find out, okay, and I'm gonna let you know. And it's on filter case, and it's on the gimbal, and it works flawlessly. So that gave me confidence, a boost of confidence. I know, and I hope that this can work. Well, that's it for today. That's it for this video. Keep taking the pictures you love, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Bye.